It's time for the Daily Stand Up Podcast presented by Agile Dad with your host, Lee Henson. Without any further ado, let's get started. As we embark on 2024, the job market, especially in the Agile world, continues to evolve. It's being shaped by brand new technological advancements, shifting economic landscapes, changes with artificial intelligence. There's been so many things that have affected the job market here recently. And I feel like what I'm finding, and this is interesting, is that there are more and more jobs posted and available. So there are tons of jobs available. It's just for whatever reason, the people who are looking for the jobs are not being connected to the jobs. And I don't understand I shouldn't say I don't understand. I do understand, but I don't understand why people are struggling to see the disconnect. So I thought I'd put together a quick post talking about the job market in 2024 and what we can do to try to help people navigate landing that new job or landing their first job or a new job or improving their current position. So lots of good things here. So, when you understand these changes in the marketplace, adapting to what you need to do is critical for anyone who is trying to enhance their career or find a new opportunity. So, I put together a short guide that's going to give you some bullet point tips that will help you navigate the 2024 job market more effectively with your agile role. So, here we go. The first thing first, we need to make sure we understand what the market is. So, the current job market is characterized by a significant shift towards remote or hybrid work, increased reliance on AI, artificial intelligence, and automation, and a growing economy where we're seeing things like green energy, AI development, and healthcare really on the rise right now. But the thing is, they're all demanding brand new skill sets. In this digital era, proficiency in digital tools and platforms is becoming increasingly important across all sectors. So, this is one of those things where when the market shifts this dramatically, and I warned of this many years ago, the the need for level one, as I'd call it, human jobs, where a computer could do it just as easy, those jobs are starting to really go away. And I think that's why we're starting to see fewer and fewer entry level jobs, and you're starting to see the market shift towards more mid level and proficiency level jobs. But again, you have to realize that it's hard to get the experience if you can't land the job, right? So, this is where it comes time for you to do some self assessment and goal setting. So, the number one thing you do before you dive into any hunt, especially a job hunt, you need to understand that it's vital to know your strengths, know your weaknesses, and know what direction you're trying to take your career. Tools like SWOT analysis can help you assess your skills and interests. In the military, they use ASVAB, and I love that test. It really does a good job of helping you assess where you need to be. And you can set smart goals. And that should provide you some clarity and direction in where you're trying to go with your job search. And I think the big key here, and this is important, I tell all my tech moms and military folks to reflect on your past experiences and align those experiences with your future career goals. It feels like to me sometimes we forget that even military experience or other experience does contribute towards goals or experience that you can apply to how you've implemented Agile, right? And then the number two thing, once you've got your self assessment in place and you got your goals aligned and you set up your goal board, the next thing you need to do is build those relevant skills. Now, I swear this is not intended to sound like personal marketing spiel, but here we go. In a rapidly evolving job market, upskilling is no longer an option, it's now a necessity. Training is absolutely required. Certification is something that you shouldn't look at as an expense, but as a growth opportunity, whether it's learning a new programming language, learning about cybersecurity, learning more about AI, getting certified in Scrum or SAFe, improving your skills like communication. And this week we talked about The certifications for becoming a better facilitator. Facilitation's an incredibly high demand right now, by the way. These skills are becoming more and more important. And what we're finding is that even leadership training and leadership certifications are helping. Now, there are numerous, when I say numerous, thousands of online courses you can take. You can take things that are self guided on LinkedIn and Coursera and other places. But what we found is that the things that set the individuals apart in this marketplace, the tools or the certifications that set people apart, are ones that, especially in the agile world, ones that carry a reputation for providing the potential employer with someone who walks in with on the ground, ready to roll experience, as opposed to, I read a book once about this, or I took a course once about this. You need to go in there and hit the ground running. And while all these certifications and courses are available, not all of them are cut from the same cloth. Now, without me just giving a shameless plug to Agile Dad, what I can tell you is selecting the right training organization and selecting the correct instructor is probably the most critical part of you either upskilling or finding that new job. You need to make sure you partner with someone that's going to help you secure the knowledge that you need and the abilities that you need so that you are confident when you walk in what you're able to do and how you're able to perform, especially able to answer the questions. One thing that surprises me is I've had an opportunity recently to interview a bunch of people, and I found that they do not have the capacity to answer many of the questions. Now, they have the certifications, but they don't have the capacity to answer the questions. And I think what's happening is organizations at one point were becoming jaded, but now they're starting to realize that some of these advanced credentials and advanced certifications are really, whether it's the facilitation certification or the advanced scrum master or advanced product owner, those are the ones that are turning heads right now. Those are the ones that people are looking at saying, this is what sets people apart from the pack. These are the things that if you take the time to go back and show that you have a willingness to adhere to continual learning and that you're trying to contribute at a greater value to the organization, that's what's going to give you the win. Okay, the next topic, networking and personal branding. Building a strong network and personal brand will significantly enhance your job prospects. You hear people all the time say your network equals your net worth. That is true. Platforms like LinkedIn are critical and instrumental for online networking. This is where you can connect to industry professionals, join relevant groups, and I think that those things are all incredibly important. Another is focus on your personal branding. Now, a lot of people, when they hear personal branding, they go straight to resume. This is more than just your resume. It's about how you present your skills and experiences both online and offline. Create videos of you talking about things you're passionate about. Create short videos that tell people a story about your life or about who you are. Put some things together that are engaging and incorporate these things into your LinkedIn and into your social. And while I'm on the topic of social, make sure that your social is reflective of who you are as a person. It's easy for us to get caught up in the hype of social trends and put things online that maybe we wish we hadn't put online later. So just be aware, I guess, the best part for that one. Okay, so now we've done our self-assessment, we've set our goals, we've decided which courses we need to build relevant skills and registered for those courses now. We've gone to LinkedIn and updated our resume, and we've updated our LinkedIn profile. We've got our personal branding in line. Now we need to start searching for the job. So there are a lot of job boards out there. The two that I find are good starting points are Indeed and Glassdoor. But whatever you do, don't overlook the power of networking and referrals. More people find jobs when they're sitting in one of my certification workshops and someone in a class says, "Oh, I didn't realize you were looking. Our company has something available." I can tell you right now, people don't go through my course and last 30 days without having a job. If they come through my course unemployed, within 30 days, they have gainful employment. And this is a consistent thing. And part of it is they do a little bit of the prep work up front. If they're willing to do the prep work, they will get the job. It's just a matter of utilizing tools and social media platforms to tell the story of who you are and showcase your professional expertise so that professional employers and potential employers can see exactly who you are. I'll add to this, don't be afraid to use a recruiter. Recruiters, while they get paid from the company that is looking for the individual, this should not harm your ability to garner the salary that you deserve. So I guess what I'm trying to say is you're not going to lose money by going through a recruiter. So if you have a recruitment service, whether it's Apex or any of the others out there, make sure that you understand, what the relationship is, but know that they're not going to charge you anything or take money out of your pocket. They're just going to help you connect with the people who are looking for people just like you. So make sure you focus on that. Okay. Next step, prepare for interviews. Whether it's a virtual interview, in-person interview, your preparation is the key. One of the secrets that I tell everyone is research the company and the role that they're asking for thoroughly. Practice both answering common interview questions and be prepared to ask relevant questions. A lot of times I'll say, I noticed this about your company, that you recently changed your CIO or CTO. Tell me, how did that impact the vision? And are you still in line to deliver these products and services? There's nothing more impressive than someone who walks in with their I's dotted and T's crossed. Remember, the interview is an opportunity for you to assess the company and interview them, as well as making sure that their passion and what they're doing aligns with your career goals, right? And I think that if you can do those things, I'll say it this way. The journey to finding a better job in 2024 is probably harder than it ever has been. It's challenging. But if you go into this with the right strategies and the right mindset and you have the right information, stay adaptable. This is achievable. Keep learning. I know it sounds counterintuitive. Get those certifications, sharpen your skill set, sharpen your saw. Those are all things that are going to help you. They're going to get you to the right place. Network actively. Look for user groups and for meetup groups and for any type of opportunities for you to volunteer in your local PMI chapter, your local Agile chapter. Find places. Go through IIBA. There are so many. The change professionals groups, right? There's so many different opportunities for you to showcase your skills and volunteer. Make sure you put yourself out there and network, network, network. If you do these steps, I can guarantee, you know what? I'm going to go south. I'm going to go South Louisiana on you. I can guarantee that your next job is right around the corner. Your opportunity is there. It's sitting there waiting for you. And I'm going to close with one more piece of advice. I had a dear friend who was looking for a job. And he told me, he says, Lee, he says, it's hopeless. I said, what do you mean? He says, I've been applying for 320 jobs a day. I'm like, 300? How? He says, well, I go on LinkedIn and every one of those buttons where it says apply now, I just press it and I send my resume straight from. I'm like, so basically we've applied for 0 jobs. Pressing buttons isn't what's going to get you the job. What you need to do is really passionately seek out what you want to do, narrow your search, network till you can't network anymore, map your certifications to that company, and start asking people if they know anyone who works there that can put in a good word for you. The network piece is what's going to get you in front of people. Now, I'm not saying stop applying for jobs, because that's relevant too. But what I am saying is just pressing a button doesn't do the trick. You need to do your part. That's going to do it. I hope you found this helpful. One last thing, I saved it for the end. We are going to do a free webinar on this topic coming up soon. So keep your eyes and ears open. We want to get you in that webinar because we want to make sure everybody has an opportunity to get back to work. Until next time, we encourage you to stay healthy, stay well, and stay agile, my friends. Until next time, do take care.